My question is to the Treasurer. Will the Treasurer update the House on how the Morrison government's decisive economic leadership is helping more and more Australians find jobs to support their families and secure their livelihoods?
The Treasurer has the call.
Mr Speaker, can I thank the member for Moncrieff for her question, acknowledge her experience as an author, a musician and in small business before coming to this place, and the fact that in the honourable member's electorate more than 24,000 people have graduated off JobKeeper, and across Queensland more than 550,000 people have graduated off JobKeeper. And the member for Moncrieff, like those on this side of the House, are working hard to create more jobs across the economy. Create more jobs across the economy as we recover from the biggest economic shock since the Great Depression. Now, Mr Speaker, the unemployment rate has fallen to 5.8%. We've seen employment levels get to where they were pre-pandemic. We have seen more than 80% of the jobs created in the month of February, 88,700 jobs, more than 80% have gone to women. More than 40% of those jobs have gone to young people. And we know that all of those jobs that have been created were full-time jobs. Now, Mr Speaker, we also know that 2.7 million Australians have graduated off JobKeeper, and 680,000 Australian businesses have graduated off JobKeeper. And I've had the opportunity to visit electorates right across the country and meet those small business people and their workers who've graduated off JobKeeper, like the cafe in Sturt, like the cake shop in Reid, like the bicycle shop in Braddon, like the construction business in Herbert. Mr Speaker, these are the Australian success stories. These are the businesses that are getting to the other side of this pandemic. Now, Mr Speaker, this is the last sitting day before JobKeeper ends. This is the last sitting day before JobKeeper ends, and we need to acknowledge what a remarkable program it has been. And we need to remember that when the Prime Minister and I announced the program on the 30th of March last year, Australia was staring into the abyss. Staring into the abyss.
The member for Patterson will leave under 94A. The Treasurer will continue.
Where Treasury could see a situation where the unemployment rate could reach 15%. That's more than 2 million Australians who would have been unemployed. And we all saw those heartbreaking images across the country of tens of thousands of our fellow Australians lining up outside Centrelink. And JobKeeper was an economic lifeline in that moment of crisis, Mr Speaker. And it saved more than 700,000 jobs, according to the Reserve Bank of Australia. So it was a temporary measure, it was an emergency measure, it was always coming to an end, and we continue to create more jobs.
The Treasurer's time has concluded.